Well, let's move from spousal support to court as we continue to watch Diddy's trial unfold. But this week is actually seeming like some good news for him. Things might be looking up for Mr. Combs as he is like in talks about a pardon from Trump if he gets convicted. And then also he had a really strong day in court where the lawyer was actually causing some reasonable doubt with the cross examination of one of the witnesses. So there's a lot to talk about here. Let's dive in.
YSL still.
And this one is a little bit more of a page 6 question, but back when you hosted The Apprentice, you mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. From what I read, I don't know. He didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
His first thing, he used to really like me a lot. What does that have to do with anything? Do you think the man is innocent? To be pardoned or not?
Nah, Trump don't think he innocent.
That has a lot to do with it because he's showing how people switch up, and now you need me. So he's just showing how the tables turn, and don't speak out of turn because you never know when you might need me. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay, what you think, Demir?
But
go ahead, DJ. Finish what you gonna say.
I don't think Trump could pardon him right off the bat because of the video of Cassie. So I think Trump will have to stay away. And I think he was saying that to distance himself, like he never really liked me. So it's not like I can really just, pardon somebody. Like I don't owe him no favors. He don't owe Kodak no favors either, but this was some adversary after they were cool. So I don't think Trump could really touch that because I don't think people really be rocking with him. At least other people did. Some of their time, like what's his name? Larry Hoover, he did about 20 years, and people did time. Kodak did about 3-4 years before he pardoned him. If you just pardon Diddy right for that, that's gonna say a lot, like about how billionaires can do this shit, get convicted, and get scot-free from the president. I don't think he's gonna be able to touch that. But free Diddy though.
Don't conversation say free Diddy. Say look. This is what I'm gonna say. If Trump is convicted, if Diddy is convicted, Trump should be too. If Diddy is convicted, Trump gonna pardon him. It's gonna cost Diddy though, and Trump gonna need that in cash. So we can't be at Mar-a-Lago. We can't meet at none of the Trump hotels, and or Diddy's favorite hotel, the Intercontinental. All this will have to be transactional through a third party. But like DJ said, it won't be right off the bat. Diddy gonna have to serve a couple of years. I think if Trump do pardon him, it'll be towards the end of Trump's term in office. Make him sweat a little because you spoke out against me when I decided to run for president. Well, that thing was cool.
But see, you can't wait that long.
Exactly.
You got to think about it. Trump is getting up there in age. You don't know if he's going to make it through the term. I'm not wishing nothing on nobody, but he is older. So if he want to do something, he need to go ahead and get it done.
That's true, too. That's the chance you got to take.
I would hate to be Diddy sitting in the street waiting for the pardon. I would. I got to wait a couple of years. I don't know. I was happy that Trump did pardon Todd Chrisley, though. I love Todd Chrisley. I used to watch their show all the time. And he got out. So they had a TV show, him and his family, and basically him and his wife allegedly stole a bunch of money. I don't know if it was like laundering exactly or what it was, but they stole a bunch of money. They went to prison for it. And they got out like this week, I think. But as soon as he got out, one of the first things he said was like, he didn't like how he was in there and like black people weren't being treated the same way as him and everything. He always been one of the people like for the people. His granddaughter is black, and I love them. They real cool. I mean, definitely do stuff wrong, because you ain't supposed to be stealing money from people. I don't know who they were stealing the money from, but yeah, yeah.
But he kept it 100. Yeah, he was saying how black prisoners aren't getting accepted into certain programs,
Hmm.
which is real. 'Cause when my son, when my brother was in prison, I was like, go to a program, go get a degree. They said they got all this to offer you. And he's like, nah, man, I haven't been in trouble in years, and they still got me at a level 4, and it just restricted him from getting those degrees. So when he said, when that dude Todd said that, I felt that. I'm like, yeah. So they still segregating you in prison. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Because Todd was like, he was like, yeah, like things I'm getting accepted in easily. Like, I know why I'm getting accepted, but when it comes to them, they're not. And I mean, he's right. Like, at the end of the day, he is a white man, a white rich man at that. So it's like whatever he wanted probably in that system, they putting him through. They letting him do whatever. And he was only there probably maybe 2 years, if that. So it's like if you getting in these programs that people have been waiting 15 years to get in the same program, we see that there's something wrong here. So I was happy he spoke on that. You
Yeah,
know,
that was nice.
yeah.
All right. So how y'all feel about President Trump pardoning Larry Hoover and NBA YoungBoy?
I mean, Larry Hoover been in prison for a long time. I mean, NBA YoungBoy, he's a wild one. but but I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to see black men in jail in the first place. So hey,
At the end of the day, I think NBA YoungBoy learned his lesson. They held him. They kind of fizzled out his team because he was at one time one of the hottest niggas. Birdman was trying to offer him $1 billion just to sign with him. But I mean, at the same time, you can't be moving like that with all these guns and just craziness. So I feel like he learned his lesson though. But with Larry Hoover, I feel like what the hell did Trump do? You commuted his federal prisons time, but he still got to do 200 years in state prison. Like, if you're gonna pardon that man, strike him all the way through for his crimes.
wait, so
Trump
he's
can't
still
do
in
that.
prison? He still has to stay in prison?
Yeah, he still got to go to state
Yeah,
prison.
he gotta stay in.
Trump's authority has no bearing on the state. The governor has to do that.
Oh,
Trump
okay.
can pardon him federally, but if you catch a state case, like okay, if you got like Larry Hoover got a federal case and a state case,
Hmm.
okay, Trump pardoned him from the federal case, but if you have a state case, then you got to go to the state penitentiary, and the governor is the one who has to pardon you there.
I know
Trump
he.
can't override that.
I would be so pissed. I got a pardon from the president. I still got to be in prison. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's
But
200 years.
Kodak stuff wasn't federal.
Yeah,
Kodak
Kodak
got put
stuff
over
was
for some.
federal. Kodak was federal.
Oh well, damn.
That's
That
why he
state.
got.
Most niggas got state cases.
yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
What y'all think about what happened in court this week with Diddy's lawyer in the cross examination of victim three?
Oh man, let's get into this video. Hey, this is my girl Tisa Tells, man. She be breaking it down, and I mean she go detail by detail. She be taking notes. So let's see what she had to say first, and then we'll get into our opinions.
I was live in the courtroom. The jury should be ashamed. Listen, I know everybody's talking about the juror in the middle and the way that there's issues and the way it looks like she's pro Diddy, but after what I saw in the courtroom, I am telling y'all, there are bigger problems. And it was actually weird and it was actually gross. Brian Still, I'm not gonna lie, on two things. He did his job as a defense. The second one, he is gross and morally bankrupt, and he should really be ashamed about the way. The jury should be ashamed. The prosecution has a problem with Mia. Mia's testimony yesterday had everybody. Hold on, let me go. Mia's testimony yesterday had everybody in a chokehold. From what we saw today, Mia has lost the jury. Again, Mia has lost the jury. Brian still has them, but it was still disturbing behavior. I'm surprised the judge didn't tell the jury to knock it off and pay attention. Do you know who was laughing in the face of somebody that is saying that they were guilty of, well, a victim of SA? I'll tell you who. The jury. Diddy's jury is a problem. The jury has exposed who is pro Diddy. The jury has exposed who the prosecution needs to. And it's more than that girl in the middle row. I counted at the very least 7 people laughing, joking, smirking, and literally enjoying Brian Steele ripping apart me on the stand. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had to leave. It was a bloodbath.
Oh wow. I don't know. What you think?
I mean, to me, I don't know why she's talking crazy about Brian Steele when he got to get down dirty and nasty to show these jurors exactly who these people are. These are con people trying to put on a scheme to get a powerful man thrown in prison. I mean, if it's a sex ring, wouldn't he have more than one victim? And wouldn't he be getting paid for having the victim? He's paying people. It's a rich man's fetish, and the jury is seeing what it is, and that's why they're laughing at these supposedly victims who's getting paid tens of thousands and having a good night.
Hey, she from New York. She said she don't like them Atlanta lawyers. They need to go back down south. He
Yeah, we're gonna get
tore
down and
her
dirty
ass
on 'em.
up. Yeah, he must have tore her ass up on that stand.
Had to.
Yeah,
Had to.
from all the things that I was seeing, and cause like if you gonna do all that, go up there and make it seem like life was so horrible and he took advantage of you. Scrub your Instagram first, cause they got all that material from her Instagram. You know what I'm saying? What she's saying, I love you, Diddy. Oh, I had the best time of my life. And then when he asked her about a certain date, I forgot, but it was like Diddy's birthday, right? But the sexual assault, excuse me, one of the essays um, actually had happened, supposedly happened, allegedly happened on Diddy's birthday. So when Brian Steele asked her, "What does this date mean to you?" she said Diddy's birthday, and he said, "Well, but wasn't that the first time that the essay occurred?" And she was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, wouldn't that be the first thing that comes to your mind because that was the most traumatizing moment in your life?" I mean, that was right. He busted up her game right there. To tell you the truth, made her look like
Yeah, Brian's still gonna do it.
she wasn't credible at all. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I mean, I get what she's saying about his morals, like testing his morals, because like if you know that your client is in the wrong, and if they actually did do this stuff to a person, like how can you morally go in that courtroom and lie for them? But I don't know. His job is being done. He's doing his big one basically, and yeah, I've been seeing it all over like TMZ and different places that was one of those turning points, like in the case, kind of. I don't know. We're gonna have to like watch continuously and see like how it ends up and where it goes. But he knew how to go in there and get her. And
And that's
yeah,
the thing, though. As a defense lawyer, you really don't care if your client did it or not. That's not your job. Your
yeah,
job is to go in there, represent your client to the best of your ability, and try to get them out. And for me, if I'm a defense lawyer, I don't want to know if you did it. You know what I'm saying? If you did, don't tell me. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because then I'm morally corrupt.
hmm
But if I think I'm fighting for the right cause, then I'm not. I can
hmm
go to sleep with a clear conscience. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fighting for this man's life.
yeah. At
So
the end of the day, you're right. You're right. Fighting for his life and his career and this. I don't know. The whole situation is like just sad because at the end of the day, I really hate seeing such a black man that really was like on top of his game, like that a lot of people looked up to and everything like that. Then he got kids. They already lost their mom. Like it's just such a terrible situation all the way through. So I just
the
really hope.
prosecution should have prepped her better too, though. She should have knew what to expect from these type of lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because they're supposed to be the sharks in the water. Like he
Yeah.
got the best of the best here, and he paying millions of dollars for these lawyers. So the prosecution got to prep their witnesses better and tell them what to expect and
hmm
what they gonna get grilled on.
Yeah.
I
That's true.
mean, to me, it was already over when they asked Cassie why she participated in the free calls, and she said because she wanted to make him happy. She wanted to please him. So to me, it was already over. Case closed. She is not being forced to do anything.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, with the way things are looking, there's a lot of folks that are wondering if Diddy is gonna be able to walk free. But
likes up, get them 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 yeah, get them likes up, 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 up.